Good afternoon. It is the second day getting ready to start on this brew. This is going to be a Galaxy IPA, and I decided to call it Cosmos Redshift 7. 7's my favorite number, and space is cool, and we're using this Galaxy IPA. Let's see, how do we switch it back? So here's the Galaxy IPA, or Galaxy hops. That's why it was called the Galaxy IPA. And so I just chose my cool looking Galaxy. And so let's see. It does not let me switch. I'm using the Geon Smooth 4 as my gimbal. So I'm trying to figure this thing out. Got the mash water setting up. It's going to go to about 168, and then we're going to mash these grains here. Got about I think it's 14 pounds in there, and we got our homemade mash tun here. Thank you, Home Depot. A 5-gallon Rubbermaid cooler. Switched over and found a video on YouTube, or on Pinterest actually, that linked to a YouTube video. So I was able to do it a little bit better, a little bit cheaper to get this setup going. Also, show you the inside here, what I've got. So instead of doing alright, so what we do is we take one of those pipes or tubings, one of the tubes, get them at Home Depot for like, I don't know, was it like $5 or $6, something like that, depending on the length and the diameter. But it's basically like one of those pipes or tubes that goes on the toilet. Yeah. And what happens is you cut off the ends, and then you can pull out the center tubing and then use this as a filter to filter out some of the, during recirculation or as you're using it in the mash tun, to kind of keep some of those particles out of your wort. I can post another video about that, or you can got everything set up over here. Got our sanitizer, and got our setup for the strike water. It's going to go right there, and still waiting on it to get to temperature, and I'll get back to you when we're almost there. Yep, we're almost there. So I'll get back to you shortly. Okay, so now we got the 5-gallon with our hot liquor tank, and to our 10-gallon, which was our mash tun. And here's my little setup for sparging, or fly sparging. Looks like the runoff is going pretty good. Turn this down just a tad. Notice I think I have to tighten this because it started to leak a little bit, but anyway. We're going in here. It looks like the filters that I set up are doing a really good job of filtering out the wort. So even with this secondary filter here, it's there's really not much in it at all. So it looks good. Did our first edition of Galaxy hops right in here. In the beginning, that's what the recipe calls for. So, I had, since I only had a 5-gallon mash tun here, or a 5-gallon and a 10-gallon, which I think I need to upgrade to another 10-gallon, so I have enough space for hot liquor, for another hot liquor tank. But I'm using this extra cooler that I had just sitting around to keep the rest of the water hot before I can put it back into here. So yeah, it's looking pretty good. It's going to take some time to get it all set up, but going along well. So here we go. Finally was able to empty the rest of the water into the hot liquor tank. Focus. There we go. And now we're looking pretty good here. Grains are starting to clear up quite a bit. Getting pretty full into the kettle. And it's coming out nice and clear. Nice and clear. Still like nothing in the filter or in the strainer. So it's looking really good. Got another maybe, I don't know, a couple more minutes to finish this up, and then we'll be ready to throw that kettle on and start adding some hops and get that thing into a boil. Alright, so we got the boil going. Did our first edition of hops was at the during lautering and sparging, but then we're gonna do 1 ounce and then 2 ounces, and then we're gonna get some more. So finally it's gonna be a total of 4.5 ounces total of hops, and then yeah, we'll check in back on it when we start getting to cool it down. Alright, we got the first hops is the hop addition, well, the second hop addition during the boil. So the first hop addition was during the sparge and lauter. So we've got 1 ounce in there for now, and then I'll be adding about another ounce here in shortly. Alright, so here we are. We are at the chilling of the Cosmos Redshift 7. The last bit of the hops in there, well, for now, does call for a dry hop a few weeks into the ferment. So we're right now at about just under 90. Get it down to about 60, and then we will call it good. Start to drain it into the bucket. Then we'll go to the basement and pitch the yeast. Alright. Come back when we are about to pitch some yeast. This has just been a long process. Started at about 2 o'clock, 12 something, getting everything together. It's almost 4, so it's an all day kind of thing, but it's fun.